The mayor. Good evening, Pierre.
Senor Napoli?
As long as the mayor behaves himself, you know. Mr. Bronte, he has that thing, you know, respect.
Jose, Bill, you join the party. We'll meet you out back after we pay our respects to Senor Bronte.
Come.
We'll meet you out in the balcony when you're done.
The angry cowboys, you've arrived. And you've washed per la prima volta questo mese, senza dubbio.
This is quite a party you've invited us to.
Yes, quite something. Although I'm not quite sure what.
So, this is Saint Denis High Society.
Yes, apparently so.
And all these people, these are friends of yours, Senor Bronte?
No, not quite. But they certainly are afraid of me. Like that one. See that wretch? He's the mayor. Henri Lemieux. He'll do anything for $1, and I mean anything.
Politics is a foul business.
Yes. Oh, and that one too. That is Alberto Fusar. He owns a sugar plantation out on the island, and he comes here to whore and despoil himself. Oh, and that is Hobart Crawley, a Confederate major in the war, and a hero, they say, but that is his very young wife. I mean, a young mistress, that's the natural order of things, yes, but a young wife is unseemly. Oh, the Redskins. I have no sympathy for them, because whoever is stupid enough to get tricked by the Americans, no, they get what they deserve, huh? Yes, and a letter to the mayor. Oh, yeah, that'll save you. And that is Hector Fellows, this self-righteous newspaper man. Maybe you will kill him for me one day.
Well, we're not paid killers as such, not in cold blood anyway.
I did not know you were so particular that you wouldn't help a friend.
Oh, I'm willing to help in any way I can, within reason.
I'm going to pretend to understand what that means.
I meant no offense, sir.
None taken. None taken! All these vulgar people, they hate me. Non vedo l'ora di guardarti morire.
Well, it has been wonderful conversing with you, but I can tell that you are very busy, and I won't waste any more of your time.
Yes. Go, enjoy yourselves, and mingle with this vulgar scum. It'll make you long for the days when you could shoot each other and screw cows out on the open range.
Those sure were the days. Good day, gentlemen.
Good day to you. But before you go, what exactly are your plans here?
Well, we've not made any... Well, we are going to need some money.
Money, yes, of course. But there's money at the trolley station. They keep a lot of cash there in the day. Now, I could not involve myself in such matters. But you... As a guest? Yes. As my guest? Bah, do it, huh? Okay, good day, gentlemen.
Goodbye.
Ok, ragazzi, adesso il vino buono.
Sì.
I'll show you to the party, gentlemen, if you'll kindly follow me. Gentlemen, enjoy your evening, and welcome once again to Saint Denis. Ciao, ciao.
Gentlemen, let's go ingratiate ourselves. Okay. Go find the mayor if you can, and stay out of trouble. And steal nothing unless it's information. Of course. Jose, you go find us someplace to rob. Bill, go make us some new friends. I'm gonna find out if old Cornwall and what's his name, Milton, knows we're here. Gentlemen, be well.
Glass of champagne, sir?
Good evening, sir. Alfred Lafond.
Gilbert Knightley.
Evening, ma'am.
Sir.
Sir?
Mister?
Good evening.
Hello?
Richard. I'm from Quebec.
Evening, all.
How do you do?
How's things?
Doing well as can be.
from New York for a job.
Evening,
banker.
folks.
Hello there.
An investment banker.
Too much. Try to learn me more.
And what do you do, Mr. LaFond?
Originally fur.
You okay?
Oh, my lord! The pesky nut! What a way to go, eh? Oh, thank you, sir. Oh, yes. Thank you. Algernon Wasp.
Hello? Tacitus Kilgore.
Hello, Mr. Kilgore. No, what is it that you do?
I'm an adventurer.
Oh, me too. Pursuer of the exotic and the remarkable. An esthete in this land of commonplace heathens.
Town bank.
My card, sir.
We handle more cash and cash equivalent.
Pay me a visit in my atelier. I must just go and purge. I intend to stay thin until I pass away. Good evening.
In the U.S., we still use a lot of cash, and we help finance.
Thank you again, my fellow adventurer. And please do pay me a visit at my atelier.
I'll try to.
Cash. Our branch alone here in town has more cash reserves on site than any bank in the entire country.
How are you all doing?
In San Francisco.
Well, perhaps we could discuss it further one day. Mr. Knightley. when it comes to bankers.
How's it going with you?
It's going fine.
Hi there.
Hello, sir.
Gentlemen.
How do you do?
Evening, gentlemen.
Can I help you, sir?
Well, I'm not quite sure yet. Albert Daniels.
Bryn Tilden. This is Mr. Hector Fellows.
Good evening.
Well, mister. Nice to meet the both.
Evening all.
Bonjour.
Lusu?
Yeah. No, it's a new shirt.
Are you new in town?
Yes. I come from the west. The northwest.
Okay. I came down from Washington myself many years ago.
This town gets to a man, undermines even the best of us.
I'm doing my best, sir.
Truth is an absolute, sir. Don't you think?
What I don't quite understand.
How are you all doing?
Well, you are not. It would seem
Evening,
you're
sir.
the only one.
Evening, gentlemen.
I heard you went.
Outrageous.
Gentlemen.
These damn
Hello.
Well,
How you doing?
Fine and dandy. Could do better. You're not such a Philistine as all that, Marie.
Would you like some champagne?
Of course. Thank you, sir. You are quite the gentleman. Clearly not from this swampy hellhole.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ladies, I'll see you next week.
An even greater wit.
Hello there.
Bonjour, monsieur.
How's it going?
Just lovely, thank
I
you.
always loved bastards. The real ones, I mean. Wedlock. Hugely overrated. I tried it enough. Well, I tried both. You know, bastards and marriage. I even married a bastard. It didn't work out so good. Oh my God. I should not have got up this morning. I need to go and sit down and have a little rest. Just gonna... Is anybody listening to me?
Women are inferior to men, madam. It's not my fault. It's a fact.
I know I look like a drunken harlot. But let
Evening,
me be
folks.
very
How are
clear,
you all
young man.
doing?
Hi there, sir.
How's it going?
Fits and starts.
Thank you for the champagne. I'm glad there's still some gentlemen left around here.
I hate to see a lady with an empty glass.
Not like that horrible man on the balcony, Mr. Bronte.
Oh, yes?
Why he gets pride of place is beyond me.
Well, I've heard he's a very generous benefactor to the city.
Dirty money. Anyway, don't get me started.
Huh.
To you, sir.
Good. All the best now.
You be good.
Evening, folks. Good evening.
Hello.
This is quite a town that you have here, Mr. Jameson.
Oh, I don't live here. I was here for the poker.
Oh, you play?
It's my weakness, my worst vice.
Perhaps you should have it whipped out of you like you advocate whipping the sin out of others.
Not whipping, sir, working, and besides, my vice is between me and my maker. I keep winning.
Every gambler says that, Mr. Jameson.
Yes, I know, but like I said, the next big tournament, which I will not be attending, is for a game too rich for my blood. I may be a knave, but I am a sensible knave.
That's so.
Oh, sure, I'm not a wealthy man. I run a prison. The old riverboat tournaments are for card sharks and rich fools. A really big stakes game attracts oilmen and such, like, from all over. My pockets are not deep enough for that.
You are a wise man.
I'm a conservative man, at least.
The fact is, since the war, the government has done an awful job of
Are you enjoying the party? How do you know the mayor?
I don't. I'm actually hoping to meet him.
He's definitely around. I just saw him. A man in demand.
I'm sure.
Decisively, we will endure the same here in all of this. All these garden parties and civility, they will be doomed.
How are you all doing?
I believe in civilizing...
Evening,
Hello,
ladies.
sir.
Sir.
Bonjour, monsieur.
The civilization is order. Law
Hello, ma'am.
and order.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Without law and order, we will have anarchy.
But with too much law and order, won't we have dictatorship or worse?
Hey!
Monarchy.
Hey, mister.
Hello.
The law should be a dictator. That is the American way.
I thought the American ideal was liberty.
Sure. Liberty under the law.
Very interesting.
Major Crowley, Mr. Chambers, I must go speak to someone for a second.
What a vulgar toad of a man. But that riverboat sounds interesting.
Mr. Chambers, what are you loitering around me for?
Dear boy, have you tracked down a man?
Not yet. Any chance.
Je vous salue.
How are you?
Self-righteous know-it-all. Would you like tickets?
What?
This cabaret show at the Theater Ramua. It's jolly fun.
Sure. Thank you very much.
My pleasure. Good evening. Well.
Good evening. Bonjour. How do you do, ma'am?
I mean, did you hear what that man said? Inferior. Do you think women should have the vote?
Oh, I don't care. I've never voted anyway.
Well, that's no better. Anyway, if you'll excuse me, I'm still furious with that oath.
I think I saw you earlier.
Yes, you were talking to that blowhard, Alfred LaFont.
Ah, you know him. Are his money interests as large as he made out?
Oh, very much so.
Interesting. Well, thank you. Hope you enjoy the rest of your evening.
Evening, folks. Evening,
Hello
all.
there.
How's it going with you?
Fine and dandy.
Good evening.
It ain't complex, MU. And only an idiot like you, buddy, would try to make it so.
I will not deny idiocy, sir, but perhaps now is not the time.
Typical pansy.
You are drunk, Ferdinand.
I'm not drunk, you fool. But this man loves darkies.
Hey, you are pretty drunk. Yeah, what say you and me cool off?
Get your hands off me.
Come on, sleep it off. Sit down and calm down. Count to 1,000. Then you can rejoin the party. Hi there.
Mais bonjour.
How you doing? How are you all doing?
How do you do?
I like you, mister. You have a kind face.
Thank you, sir.
My pleasure.
Henri Lemieux. I hope you're enjoying my party.
Mayor.
Allegedly.
That's quite a place you got here.
It's not mine, and the city is horribly in debt, but we can still put on a good show. Do you know Evelyn Miller?
My lord. A writer?
Well, we seem to have another deranged drunkard on our hands.
Shall we?
Oh, my lord, they're fantastic.
Excuse me, brother. Monsieur, please. Mr. Cornwall was quite insistent, I'm afraid. He shouted down the telephone for several minutes.
Mr. Cornwall is a horse's ass, and a bad horse.
I'm very sorry, sir.
It's not your fault. I'm a fool for trusting him. I'll come in and sign it in a minute. Let me enjoy the fireworks.
Of course.
Did he say something about Cornwall?
Yes. Find out what.
Sure.
Bien bonjour.
Evening, ma'am. Evening,
Hello.
sir. Well, hello there.
No problems?
Everything's fine. We have the place well secured.
Good. Mr. Bronte has a habit of wandering about and reading whatever he likes.
We're watching him and his men like hawks.
Thank you, Mr. Turner.
Hey! Is everything taken care of? The telephone, it keeps ringing.
The mayor said he will sign later. Marie! Marie! Find that little reprobate Chip and beat him. I will not have standard slip in this house. Have you lost your mind? I said, have you lost your mind? Come here. Come here. Look at me. Look at me. Who do you think you are? This area is not meant for the likes of you. You know this. Standards in this house are slipping. This is a final warning to you, miss. A final warning. Now get out of my sight.
Mr. Leviticus Cornwall. Top secret. Extremely confidential. Very interesting. Find anything? I think so.
Nothing.
This town is a waste of time.
Maybe not. Arthur? Gentlemen, I think we're done here.
What did you find out?
There's plenty of money moves through here, of course, and I think I found out how we can grab some of it. A big bank. Real one, I mean. But not yet.
A city bank?
Maybe. And a stuffed one. If we're gonna leave, that could be the one thing we need.
There's also that trolley car station Senor Bronte told us about, and I heard about a high-stakes poker game. Come on. Here comes Lenny. All right, let's get in. Go home.
Oh, I ain't never felt so awkward in all my life. All them folk all so pleased with themselves. Oh, high society's pigeon shit. If you ask me, it's more like torture.
Well, that's sort of the point, isn't it? Let the people torture themselves.
Here's them papers I took.
Anybody see you take this?
I don't think so.
I might have an idea. Let me think on it. Interesting times.
I guess. So what's next? Dancing lessons? Deportment?
More along the lines of armed robbery. Hosea is handling reconnaissance on the bank. He and Abigail are gonna run some distractions, see how the law reacts.
Good.
Oh, and I spoke to Evelyn Miller. Fine man. Here helping the Indian chief we saw.
Yeah, I met him too, with the mayor.
He's lobbying officials in Saint Denis on their behalf. Maybe we could help.
Maybe.
Now, I think there's a lot of money on the riverboat. A lot of money. And Trelawney, he's investigating for us. He says to meet him at the Taylor's.
Okay.
One big score down here, Arthur, and we disappear. We are almost heading home.
Where is home?
I don't know. Exactly. But I can smell it. I'm gonna go investigate this trolley thing old Bronte was talking about.
Okay.
I tell you what, Little Miss Romance, I was right.
About what?
Saint Denis.
How so?
It ain't romantic. It's evil.
Evil can be very romantic.
Shut up. I talked to this couple in town. They told me there's this old rumor about people drinking blood. Human blood. In town.
That's just a silly old wives' tale.
What? Blood drinking ain't romantic enough for you?
Depends on whose blood.
Very funny.
There she is.
Good morning, Arthur.
Thank you for your help with Miss Jackson.
Don't mention him, Miss Grimshaw.
You're a fine man, Mr. Morgan. Sometimes, at least.
Thank you. I think. Get the hell up.
What?
No reason.
Quit with the ruckus.
Get some
Morning, Arthur.
That's for sure.
When I was frisky, over some potent whiskey, like the waves of the Bay of the Biscay, I began to tumble and roar. My face was as red as a lobster.
I don't need this right now.
I fell and broke my poor knob, sir.
Lenny.
Morning.
It's either reading or robbing with you, ain't it?
A fella can do both.
Anyway, don't let me disturb you.
Sure.
I'm resolved to try.
Hey, Javier.
There's room here. You want to sit?
I'll stick to
You ever miss home?
Sure. All the time.
Must be hard, being so far away.
Sounds good.
Morning.
Arthur?
Keeping out of mischief?
Yes, unfortunately.